Welcome back, kids. Hold on. Yeah, welcome back to the Guitar Quackery Live YouTube channel. You are watching the new series called Trial by Fiya. And that's Fiya right there. Dr. Fiya. All right? So, what's going on? Well, this is a customer's guitar. And Dr. Fiya is refretting it. So she is she's a friend of mine. She actually used to work here, and we've known each other for about 4 years. And she even helped me with quite a few headstock repairs when I needed an extra hand. So she expressed some interest in learning this specialty. She's already a doctor, but you know, like and you know, we are experimenting now. Experimenting in the sense that, you know, we want to see if this is something she wants to do in life at some point. Maybe, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, so here we have the Epiphone Les Paul guitar. Oh, and you know what, kids? I almost forgot to send a link. Oh, Doctor, Mr. Fast Variety Vibe Show is already in the house. Welcome to the show. I need to send the link to the owner of this guitar. I almost forgot. So just bear with me 2 seconds. Look, today I had to turn down 3 customers that I can't work with them. Look how many people. My God, it goes on forever. 8.2. You know what's 8.2 million people live in this town.
Yeah, really.
And you know, I can't work with everyone, right? So
We could try.
I can't. I don't even want to try. So this is the costume you see.
Yeah.
Okay. And here, copy and paste. Trial by Fiya. There you go.
Yeah.
And he might join us. Okay. Might. Yeah. It's optional. So yeah. Where was I? What was I saying? Okay, so we already removed the frets. I say we because I did remove a few, but Dr. Fiya removed the rest. I think I removed 2, right?
Yes.
And here we have the old frets, and here are the new frets. And now, Doctor, we are going to use this tool here. See, I don't even know where my tools are, but we are going to use this tool. So you are going to use, have you ever used this?
No.
Never. Do you know what it's for?
We're clipping
You used this one last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll use this just to experiment, but not for the actual job. You'll see. So we will experiment with these frets first that are not actually going to be used, so that you kind of get a feel for this tool, how it works. And this is a fret tang nipping tool. Okay. I'm sure there's an official name for the tool. Now, Doctor, just be careful here that these don't fall, because I heard the sound. I heard the sound. I'm familiar with the sound. So these are my straight edges over there. Okay, so let me show you how this works through the microscope. There's no better way to show it. And because I'm old, I'm going to sit down. Oh, and let me put the... Yeah, so this is the, official training video, right? So we are now in training.
Yes.
Oh, and check out the T-shirt. Yeah.
Guitar Quackery.
So first, let me show you you already know, but we don't know who's watching. So we want to show what an old fret looks like that we removed. Okay, so this is one of the frets that we removed. I removed this one. And let's zoom in. And you can see that it's prepped in a certain way so that this fret end, the very far end of the fret, goes over the binding. So this neck has white binding.
Mm-hmm.
And if I place it here under the microscope, we want to look at it. Hold on, let me have this. I'll raise it up a little bit for better focus. Yeah, here. So let's focus on this. So this is the binding. And now this fret needs to go here. Well, no, I mean, this is where it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's why this is cut like this. Because the new fret wire is cut just, a little bit oversized. But this cannot go here. Right? So now we are going to learn, right, Doctor, how to do this, how to prep it.
Gotcha.
And we have quite a few frets. How many?
We have 22.
22, exactly. All right, 22. So how many fret ends we got to do?
We have to do 44.
Exactly. So quite a fair amount of work. So now what we want to do here is, Doctor, can you open the case?
Yes.
We'll move the guitar away
Mm-hmm.
just for a few minutes. So kids, what we'll do here is I'm going to show to Dr. Fiya how this is done. She'll practice a little bit here on camera, and then I am going to set up her workstation there, and I'm going to work on something else. Just wait and see while she's doing this. So on this job, the owner of the guitar was, asked the fair question, has she ever done a refret before? I said no. What if she damages my guitar? So today, the only thing that you can damage is the fret wire, right? We won't be installing this on the guitar, but that's the only thing that you can damage. And here we have the fret wire we prepped right here. So this is the old fret wire, old frets, and these are the new frets that we prepped, okay? And they go by number from 1 to 22. And this is some leftover fret wire that was from the big coil, not coil, from this, all right? So we mark off in red the two far ends that we don't use. This is why you have this red mark here and on those. And this is why we have only 3 of them, not 4 of them, because this is the 4th piece, right? It's still very long. And what we'll do is I'll put this here just in case we need it, right? We have some spare fret wire. So we'll use these to practice on. And then once you feel comfortable with this work, then you just switch to this one, okay? But there's something I need to show you when you actually need to size it at both ends, okay? So right now, all we are going to do is practice on one end, and then we'll use this to cut off what you just did so you can practice again, right?
Okay.
So we got plenty of wire to practice on. So first let me show you here. So the principle is simple. Hold on, focus. This is the tool, and this fits inside, and then this can clip off the tang, this part of the tang, right? So then you have the crown without the tang at the end of the fret wire. This is the workbench that obviously is used to place guitars on, and these metal pieces can get stuck inside the carpet and then scratch customers' guitars, which is why, if you don't mind, Doctor,
Yes.
I am going to take this and just use this as a mat. Okay. It's a really small workbench, and that's because Guitar Quackery is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City. But here we have this, and I will show you on one piece. So let's first do it this way. That's not really how I do it, but like the entire, because this has a like a stop, you know, where it doesn't go further than that. And you can move this stop, but we're not going to move it. So we just going to do it like this. So like this, you need to use a lot of force to do this. And sometimes what happens is it can deform this piece a little bit. And it didn't do that this time, but we'll examine it. All right, so let's see. Zoom out a little bit. Where are we here? So that's it. And this is, if you take one of the old ones, that's exactly how this one is prepped. Kind of same way, I guess. Not sure what tool they used. They probably used a different tool. Okay. And then we're also going to have to file it, but we will do this next time. So now the question is, should we do it like that? So sometimes when you do that, you actually lose a little bit of the radius here. And you can see here that it is a little bit deformed. If you look at the crown, the top of the crown, you can kind of see there's like a ski jump here, right? So that's why I don't like to do it that way. Now, for people who hammer down the frets, I guess that doesn't make a difference if that happens, because the frets are going to end up wavy anyway. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So instead of cutting off this entire piece all at once, I just do it a little bit at a time. Like this. Snip, snip, and snip. There you go. So this way, you don't bend the crown. Okay? And it's super important that we keep track of all of these small pieces. And we want to get rid of them, right? From the workbench. So now, Doctor, have a seat.
Okay.
Hold on, let me place this here. And I don't think you need the microscope, right?
No.
This was just for the audience. Have a seat. And I highly recommend that you just practice a little bit.
Gotcha.
So what you'll do is we can, so normally we would cut the fret wire like this, but now you can just snip this off.
Gotcha.
Okay, and again, we want to keep track of this, and don't put your finger here.
Yeah.
So just point it down like that. That's it. All right.
Gotcha.
So keep everything here, and take this tool and practice a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. And sometimes that's enough, twice, right? Now do it more than twice, and then just keep cutting this off. And you tell me when you feel that you're ready to do the job. So one more thing, doctor.
Yes.
Leverage.
Yes.
So
And more.
Dr. Galileo Galilei said, listen, I can move the entire planet. Just give me some leverage. Right? He said that. So if you hold the pliers here, like the cutters, you don't have enough leverage.
Yes.
But if you hold them here, then you have a lot of leverage. So because so this one has a spring, it opens, right?
Yes.
So I like to hold them like that, and then just that.
Okay.
But this one does not have a spring. So what I like to do is same way, hold them here with, you know, this branch like this. But here I put my pinky like this, so I can push it open and like that. So those are all skills, you know, that you develop over time when you use tools a lot. And I can tell when someone is good with tools or not. And I'm going to take this away. Yeah, you can snip it one more time all the way to till the end. Yeah. Three or four times if you want. See? And now you can no longer continue because of this.
Yeah.
This stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop bar, whatever you call it. Yeah. Leverage. We have Dr. Byrov, maybe? Yeah. Byrov, I think. And we have 4 good people in the audience. So now, let's imagine this is a fret wire that's cut to a certain size, a little bit oversized. So we need to nip it on this side and then on this side as well. And we need to make sure that the remaining tang fits inside of the fret slot between the 2 bindings on the neck. And then what we do is we just go one by one. Oh, and by the way, doctor, here you have
Another piece.
you have more
To practice.
practice wire.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So we just go one by one until we finish everything. So once you feel that, you know, you can do the real job, just let me know, and then I'll show you on the actual fret wire how you measure up the 2 ends. What do you think? So Fiya, Dr. Fiya, I'm sorry. Dr. Fiya and I have been discussing some ideas for business expansion here. Yeah, so, you know, we talked. I can tell them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to figure out how she can actually work here with me. And we don't know what the future brings, but we'll try. And all I can say is that we're trying. So that would be like a part-time job for her, because she already has a job, but she wants to move to bigger and better things.
Yes.
And she's still in school, right? So that too. So your time is spread out thin, right?
Yeah. But I'm good at managing it.
Yeah, like she had, like I said before, she had a part-time job here already at Music Makers, the studio. So Music Makers is the rehearsal studio from which I rent this little space from, which is Guitar Quackery, the repair shop. But two separate businesses. I just rent the space here. But Dr. Fiya used to work for the studio before.
I think I have a good hang of it.
You think you're good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just do it. Yeah. So you haven't damaged anything?
No.
No. Okay. All right, doctor. So why don't we clean up? So
Okay.
again, once again, this is super important that
Yes.
that we remove all the tiny little pieces, every single one of them, right? Because
Yes.
it only takes one
to
of
scratch
those
it.
pieces to scratch a guitar. And then we'll put the guitar on the workbench.
Yes.
So I'll keep these just here for now, just in case, whatever, I don't know. But if you don't mind. And then I'll talk to you more about our business idea. Because I really put some things into motion. So I'll talk about that while I work on another guitar. Actually, a guitar neck. It's right there. So, doctor.
Yes.
Where's the guitar? Over there.
Mhm.
Let's bring it over here. And you know what? This is kind of... That's okay. So we want to place this here. And this camera over here. And this over here. Okay. I'm going to show you something first under the microscope. So, as you can see, there's these barbs, right?
Yes.
And so we can use that as a visual, whatchamacallit, indicator where we need to snip the tang, right? So let's say if I remember, if I kind of like, you know, when I measure it up against the neck, if I remember that that this is where the binding ends, then I know I want to snip it a little bit inside here, right? So that's basically the idea. So that I don't need to use a marker to mark it. We just use these to visually see where we need to snip it, and then anyway, even if we make a mistake, we look at it against the fret slot, and we see if we didn't, you know, take away enough material, we just snip it, you know, a little bit more. That's it. So the idea is actually to end up kind of like this, with an overhang, right? So you can see here that this is a little bit oversized. So we want this overhang. Like that, right? So now I can see, I just kind of remember that on this side, we want to snip it up to this point, okay? So that's easy, right?
Yeah.
So I just remember that, and I just take my tool. So that's the second little tooth, little barb, it's called. One, and just 2 times, that's it, okay? And then I measure it up here. So now I place this like that, and I can see that this is good. That's kind of what we want. And now you can see where we need to snip it. But we can't use this side. We actually need to now turn it around like that and look on this side where these barbs are.
Why is that so?
Huh?
Why is that so for the fruit?
Well, because this tool, you put it through here, right?
Yes.
Okay. But you can further simplify this by saying like this. It doesn't matter that this is on this side. So we snipped it here for this side, and now you just turn it around like that. You place that over there. And again, I'll just use the microscope while we're explaining this. And there's a little bit of a gap there, which is what we want. A tiny little gap, right? And then we look on this side, and you can see where we need to snip it. So we want to remove this one barb and not much more, okay? So, and we remember that?
Yes.
So that was this one barb. And again, that's going to take 2 or 3 snips. 1, 2. That's it. Boom. So it takes a minute to explain, but I just want to point out all the details. And now you just put it back here and you inspect it. And once again, we see that we're here. Let me push it a little bit like that, and that. So we don't want it to push the binding. So we want to have a little gap over there. You see that little gap?
Yes.
We want this gap. And then on the other side, we want this gap as well. That's it. Now, it's better to have a slightly, and slightly is the key word here, slightly bigger gap than no gap at all or too tight, right?
Yes.
A slightly bigger gap is fine. Now, we don't want to have a huge gap because then the fret wire is not seated properly, right? And remember, we always keep track of this. I know how many times I snipped it. How many times?
4.
Exactly. And I got 4 of these. I'll get rid of them before I lose count. Okay. So now, I prepped this wire. I prepped it. And, I check it. Now, we were looking through the microscope just, for the benefit of our viewers. But we won't be using the microscope for this. There's no reason, right? But we know that this fits. We just kind of check like this. And if it's good, we place it here. And now, this is by number. And you know that this is the 2nd fret. And now we measure it up here. So now, why don't I do this one without the microscope? So I'm just kind of looking. So I reposition my body like this so I can see these little barbs. And doctor, if you need a magnifying glass, just, you have it.
Gotcha.
And I can see where that is. And now I'm going to snip. Again, this is without close-ups now. Okay? And now going back to this, so we're doing the 2nd fret. I kind of position it here. And I see, well, I could have snipped it a little more, to be honest with you, right? So that's good, right? We can just do a little more. And I'm measuring it up. So we want the same overhang on both sides, and it's still a little too close. Because you can really take really, really small amounts with this, right? And now I'm sure it will be fine. So yeah, this is now perfect. And now what I do is I turn it around. And I position this away from the binding here, slightly. And I remember where I need to snip it here. And I do that quickly. And now I just check again. It's a bit tight, so just a little more. That's it. That should be good. All right. And now we put it here. And the third one is for you.
Okay.
And like I said, I always want to clean this fairly frequently. And to be honest, once we're done with this, I'm also, once we're completely done, right, finished with this job, I'm also going to vacuum the carpet, right, just in case I missed something.
Yeah.
So now, doctor, so where I was here, you see, like that. So I think you should be standing in the same spot.
All right.
All right, is the camera in your way? We can just move the camera away.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So what you want to do is important detail. I laid it flat and I laid it flat like this and I let go for the microscope image. But when you are actually doing it, you want to hold it like this,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Because that's how you also feel that your fingertips are touching the two sides of the neck, the binding. You see that? And you can feel that this is at the center, like that, right?
Cool.
Oh. Do you have water, doctor?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank you.
And your eyes are good?
Yes.
I see you have glasses.
Protected.
Big brother here. Doctor. The owner is watching you.
Okay.
So just be nice to the guitar.
I'll be extra just to. Yeah.
All right. So like I said before, she cannot damage the guitar during this procedure. The only thing she can damage are the little pieces of fret wire that she's prepping. That's all she'll be doing today. Actually, there's another project for today. Dr. Fiya also brought her own bass. So she'll finish this. I'll be working on another guitar project while she is finishing this. And then, you good?
Yes.
Yeah, so now you turn it around?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then she'll be doing some fret work on her own bass. In quackery we trust. Yeah. So I have a parody channel called Department of Guitars, and I haven't posted on it lately, but it's New York City Department of Guitar Maintenance and Repairs. And you see, if you cut too much, that's why we have more fret wire.
Gotcha.
You feel you cut too much?
A bit on this side. Yes.
Let me see. So let me see a close up. Yeah, you cut too much. Okay, so now this one is no good, but this is why we have extra fret wire. So doctor, let me have the, which tool?
This tool.
Exactly. Okay, so I'll prep this for you. I'll just cut it to size. And now you have a fresh one. And this one?
Yes, no good.
Is no good. So there's a trick, doctor. We are actually going to start, if you think about it, so do this one now.
Yes.
But we are actually going to start here. So if you cut too much, that one might fit here. And then we just trim it, and we might be able to just shift one fret, because these are oversized anyway. Use the 21st instead for the 22nd, etc. Right? So that's maybe a way to do it. Now, I don't do it that way. Honestly, I just start from one and I go, but I can see. So if you feel more comfortable that way, you know, that might be something
Gotcha.
that will work for you. So, like I said, so on my parody channel, Department of Guitars, I had a video. You got to check it out. But so Department of Guitars is DOG. So you know how it says, "In God We Trust" on a dollar bill. So I flipped that, and I did some creative video editing so that it says on the video, on the dollar bill, "In DOG We Trust." So when you said "In Quackery We Trust," I just, you know, it just reminded me of that video. Check it out. You good?
Yes, just still too tight for the first end.
So I want to show you something else. No, just continue. No. Well, hold on. Let me see. No, this is fine.
Okay.
This is fine. Now you want to, because you can always come back to this one,
Yes.
right? So it might be a little tight, but I think it is a little tight, in fact. But look, so what you want to do now is you want to butt it up against this, you see, so it doesn't go any further. And you see, and then you put your finger here. So now when you open the jaws, because you're holding here securely, right? So close the jaws, go like this. You open the jaws, and now you can push it just a little bit. You see that?
Yeah.
So that's better than
More control.
trying to figure out how deep to push it. And now this is good. So now you want to do the other side. Go ahead. See, those are little details. Oh, look us here, Dr. Slam. Thank you, Doctor. Big supporter we have here, Dr. Slam. That's why there's a pick next to your name, right? The red pick with the 2 stars. I think that means that you've been supporting the channel for 2 months already. I think that's what it says, yeah. That's what it means. So thank you, Doctor. No pressure, right?
No pressure.
Wrong fret, Doctor. 3rd,
Sorry about
exactly.
that.
I see.
Too tight a little bit.
A little too tight, yeah. Okay, so now close the jaws. Okay, you push it against that. Okay, open the jaws. No. Misaligned now. Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Your grip is different than my grip, okay? So close the jaws, like that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is here. This is what you were missing. So this anchors your hand against the tool, right? And now you see how you can easily do this?
Yes.
So against the jaws, and you see how everything is like secure.
Yes.
So it's not just this finger, it's these 2 as well, right? You open and you go in a bit, and now you snip it. Okay. Let me see you do it.
Thank you. 2.
So those are all you know, things that I do intuitively because I've used the tool so many times, but clearly, you know, first time use, you know, it's not the same. Okay. So do you feel you want to just continue?
Yes.
Over there?
Yes.
Okay, so let's set you up.
Okay.
And what we'll do is, yeah, we move this away. Let me add the tool. And then I'll work on something else. And then when you're done with this, then we work on your bass.
All right.
So this will be a long live stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Take this one.
All right.
And I will remove my, nice work mat. So this is a, PU leather. It's called polyurethane leather. It's fake leather. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So here, you don't need to clean it every time. Just make sure that when you come close to the guitar, that you're not scratching the guitar, obviously. Like that?
Mm-hmm. I'll also borrow your light.
Yeah, I do have a better light than the one you're thinking of. But you are right, you need light. Okay, doctor, look. So this light, you can put it anywhere you want, probably on this side. And you have here brightness adjustment, you see? Even color temperature, if you want. Put it anywhere you want. I don't care, obviously. So here you have this. And get to work already.
Can I also borrow the magnifier?
Work faster. So, I'm working on a neck reset, kids. All right. It's been in the house for a long time. So, oh yeah.
Thank you.
So, I've done neck resets, a few of them in the past, not that many times. But ever since I moved here, it's been a little difficult to do major structural repairs, which is why I want to get back into building guitars and, put my woodworking shop back together again. And I already talked to everyone about this, but there's like this other potential partner. Actually, I was just on a Zoom call with her. So she might be coming here to do some fret work, actually, in the next 2 weeks or so. We might or might not do a live stream, or at least an Instagram video. We'll see. And that's Dr. Oda, right?
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Oda. She's really cool.
We'll see. All right. So, yeah, neck resets. I don't like doing. I don't like to do neck resets. They're too time consuming. And this has been in the house for almost 2 years now. And every now and then I have a little time to work on it, and I do that. So I prepped this already, but these shims here are too thin. So I cut 2 more shims, veneer. So you got to make your own veneer when you do this kind of project. And we are going to glue them here. Not today. Now I just want to prep them, because the way I cut them, they are smooth on this side and they're rough on this side. Yeah, from the cutting. So you can really feel that. So I need to flatten this better and prep it for this. And the other reason why I'm not going to be gluing them in is because I need to use hide glue. And I didn't know I was going to be working on this until I just decided. So I didn't prep the hide glue. All right, it's all right. And I guess also because I never know if I need to be pulled away from this project. But, you know, first things first, I need to prep the veneer. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm just checking the comments, your comments. All right. So, there's a pencil. And we have 2 plates, so they're maple, hard maple. And we have this. So what grit should I use? And it's fine, the 180. Just do this. This way I see exactly where I'm removing material. I don't even need the neck here. Yeah, that's good. Well, I guess too bad I didn't start heating up the hide glue, but it's too late now. So like I said, now I see where I'm removing the material. So you can see still the pencil marks here. So that's why we do this. Okay. Now I also know that this surface here is in fact completely flat. This one is not going to be completely flat because I'm doing this by hand. And this side is the side that I want to be gluing onto the dovetail joint. So I guess we should mark it somehow. I'll just mark it with an X. This way I know. Okay. So it's really not critical that we flatten this completely because after I glue it here, I'll still be sanding it down anyway to fit it properly into the neck joint. As you can see, it's oversized, and that's intentional because I might not hit it right. So let's say if I end up with a good piece that's good in the middle, then I just cut off the two ends of this piece, and I end up with a piece that's good, right? And how did I cut this? Well, I selected the right piece of maple with a wood grain going in the right direction. So which I'll explain. So it's not quarter sawn. You don't want it to be quarter sawn. You want it to be a rift sawn like that, so that the growth rings are going at an angle like that, right? Because if it's quarter sawn, it's very easy to snap it like this. But when it's rift sawn like that, the growth rings, the heights of them are actually longer and almost overlapping with each other. And you don't want it to be flat sawn either, because you're losing strength that way. So again, a rift sawn is what you want for this one, like maybe like a 45-degree angle rift sawn, growth rings. So in any woodworking, the actual wood grain direction matters. Okay, so this isn't going to take long. Oh yeah, so how did I cut this? So I took, so this is a 3/4 inch thick plank of maple that I used. So let's pretend this is it. And I just I just cut it on the table saw. Now, initially, these I actually cut on a bandsaw, but I kind of changed my mind on this one, and I took a table saw and I cut them like that, which is why we have this thing in the middle, which is like a hump, because I didn't cut the whole thing with the blade all at once. I cut into it a little bit, then I flipped it over, cut into it a little bit, then I raised the blade a little more, zip, zip, and I raised it a little more, and again zip, zip, until I cut it. And that's why we end up with a little bit of a hump in the middle. And like I said, that's woodworking, which I really can't do here because this shop is small, so I don't have woodworking equipment here. Guitar Quackery is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City. So I really think that's true. I haven't seen a smaller one yet. And I do need the vacuum cleaner. Doctor, how is it going?
It's going pretty well, actually. Get this piece.
So yeah, so you want to be holding it like this with both fingers. See, like this. This way you really feel.
Do you have a protective glove for this act for my cut?
A protective glove?
Yeah.
Yeah,
something.
I do. But it isn't a new glove.
It's okay.
It's fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so I won't damage my little scrape I have.
Uh-huh. All right.
Gotcha.
Which left hand?
Right hand.
Oh, right hand. Okay. So this is your right hand?
Thank you.
And here's left if you need it.
Gotcha. Thank you. All right. That'll do.
So do you feel that you can feel well enough? Because otherwise I can give you latex. I'm sorry, a nitrile gloves.
It's good. I can feel the ends and the...
Yeah?
Yeah.
So let me know.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So I'm going to talk to you about the business. Hold on.
Corner of the person.
That Dr. Fiya and I are discussing. How many people are watching? Only 2 people. That's fine. So only the 2 of you will find out about it. I only told 1 person so far, and Dr. Fiya. I told Dr. Fiya as well. So the business name is Frets by Mail. Frets by Mail. And I already bought the domain name fretsbymail.com. And you can check out the logo as we speak. So what is this business? See, I realized that a lot of people have been asking me if they could send their guitars to me. And my answer is always the same. I can't possibly do that. It makes no sense for me to work like that because, like I said, there's already too many people in this town, and I work by myself, or maybe Dr. Fiya will work with people. We'll see, right? But so far, it's just me. I actually tried to hire people before, but it never worked out. So, Doctor, I tried to hire people before, but it never worked out. So, just keep that in mind. So, I already turned down a lot of work as it is. So why would I take out of town work and have to deal with boxes and storage of boxes and all that, and going to, I guess, UPS or FedEx to drop it off, or scheduled pickups? It's just a whole bunch of extra work that I don't need. But a friend of mine who's actually in Australia gave me an idea. So the idea he gave me was not the business that I'm going to be discussing, but it's very similar, right? So a bolt-on neck fits in a mailing tube, and usually it just takes 4 screws to remove the neck. That's it. Anyone can do that. You remove the strings and you remove 4 screws, sometimes 3 screws. On basses, sometimes 6 screws, or whatever. We'll start with guitars. So frets by mail. I think you already know where this is going. So people would just send me a neck by mail, and I would do the fret work and the nut, and then send it back. So I could do, let's say if it's a new neck, I could do, just a fret dress, or maybe even on new necks, sometimes you have fret sprout. So I could do just that, take care of that, and dress the frets so that they are nice and shiny, which is not how Fender finishes their frets, right? So we could do just that, and then touch up the nut, which is always too high on any Fender guitar, and send it back. And now they can do their own setups, but the neck is perfected. Or I could do any fretwork on a used neck, such as a level crown polish, refret, or even resurfacing the fingerboard with the refret and new nut. And I started writing down how many possible services there could be. And it's quite a long list, or combination of services. So it's a long list because every refret is different. So if you're refretting a maple fingerboard with lacquer on top, it's different than refretting, what is it called, a rosewood fingerboard, or if it's any kind of other dark wood that doesn't have finish on top. So this way, if people ask me, hey, can I send you my guitar? My first question would be, is it a guitar with a bolt-on neck? If the answer is yes, well, you can send the neck. And then you can do your own setup, or you take it to a tech to do the setup. But I can use a body here to mount the neck on the body and put the strings on and do all the work, and then just send the neck back. I would even adjust the truss rod, although I don't know if it would probably would need to be readjusted once the customer receives the neck back, right? So yeah, fretsbymail.com. And check out the logo. I came up with the logo. So as soon as I realized that the domain name was available, I just bought it. Because I think when you do a domain name search, I think someone out there knows that you've done this search. So next time, like if you search for a domain name, I say, let me think about it. It's only $20, whatever. 3 days later, it's $500 because someone bought it and now they want to resell it. So as soon as I found out that it was available, I just bought it. So, frets by mail. Yeah. I got the idea for the domain name from a company called Strings by Mail. I don't know if you know them. Well, they sell strings by mail. So I bought strings from them in the past. I needed some special strings. So this is pretty good, but I also want to do it in this direction so that I don't have like a radius. Well, I am going to end up with a slight radius, but I want to minimize it. So I'm going to start promoting this business. And Dr. Fiya and I already had like a conversation about it, so I would love it if Dr. Fiya could work with me on that. Right?
Yeah.
And you seem interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like really motivated. I'd love it. And I know that she's reliable because I've known her for like 4 years. So yeah, so if you ever need to hire people and you have a choice between someone who already knows how to do the job, but the personality is not there, or another candidate that doesn't know how to do the job, but really wants to learn, and that candidate has a great personality, take that one. Because you can teach the job, but you can't change personalities easily. Right, doctor?
Right.
Oh yeah, so you're doing it from the other end, and they're coming out good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you want to check the work?
Yeah, I trust you. We'll check it when we install, before we install them.
Gotcha.
Because there's more work to be done on this.
Yeah, the shaving, right?
In fact, let me have one of them so I can show them. Right, this one, the 22nd fret.
Mm-hmm.
So, kids, when you do this, where is it here? Okay, so you can see that you end up with a rough surface. So we are going to have to file this down, and that's not something that we'll be doing today, but we will be doing it next time, next Saturday. Right, you'll come next Saturday?
Yes.
Cool.
The first one.
So stay tuned. We might have time to do it today. No, not really. Because we need to work on your bass.
Yes.
Yeah. So, oh, I see some comments. I'd like to know how people like the frets by mail idea. Oh, I have, so Dr. Byrov says, I have a Schechter Nick Johnson that could benefit from this service. I already bought the frets, stainless steel and pre-radius. Nah, you don't want that. I'll explain. It would definitely need to be straightened with a truss rod. Okay. It could also benefit from fret leveling and crown with a new Tusk XL knot. Well, so you should either refret it or level it. But every time I put new frets on, which you'll see us do on this guitar, I always level the frets after installing the frets. So pre-radius fret wire isn't what you want to buy, especially not in stainless steel. I explained. Hold on, it's a bit noisy here. And oddly enough, I just had this conversation with Dr. Oda today, my soon-to-be, hopefully, partner in building guitars. So she has experience building guitars. She does not have experience repairing guitars. but she just hooked up with a potential client on her own that wants her to do a refret on a guitar. So she says that she hasn't seen the guitar, so she wants to determine if it needs a refret or if she can just level the frets. Okay, so we talked about fret wire, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy pre-radius fret wire." I said, "No, no, you don't want to do that." And now I'll explain why. So this is what this tool is for. So Guitar Quacker is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City. It's also the best equipped guitar repair shop in New York City. I have all the tools, and some shops don't, which, I can understand that because these tools are expensive. So what does this tool do? Well, we used this tool last time on the last live stream with Dr. Fiya. So when you buy fret wire, I have a piece here. It's straight. Hold on, got something else here. It's straight, right? But you want it radiused. So I'm not going to radius this fret wire because, I need it for something else. But when you, let me do it from this side. And I don't want to really run it one more time because this is our spare. But, oh, come on. So I normally put this in a heavy-duty vise. But yeah, so when you drive it through this jig, it bends it, as you can see. So here it's coming out, right? So what you want to do is you want to buy fret wire like this. You want to use this tool to radius it to the exact radius, slightly smaller radius, so there's going to be over radius, so slightly smaller. And the word slightly needs to be emphasized. Slightly smaller radius than this, which means it's going to be slightly more curved. Smaller radius means more curved. Why is that? Well, because you first can't count on pre-radius fret wire to be the exact radius that it says it is. And you can't count on the fingerboard radius, to be the exact radius that the factory says it is. I found these to be all over the place. In fact, I just had a Gibson guitar the other day on this workbench that is spec'd at 12-inch radius, and it was a 10-inch radius. So if you imagine you want to buy pre-radius fret wire for that. So 12-inch radius fret wire, and let's imagine that it's correct, that it is a 12-inch radius. But your Les Paul is actually a 10-inch radius, but you think it's a 12-inch. So what ends up happening is the fret wire won't be seated at the ends. So at the end, on both ends. So when you do a solo, the string is going to get hooked under the fret wire. You'll have open gaps at the edges of the fingerboard. Now, when it comes to stainless steel fret wire, like you said, Doctor, stainless steel is harder to bend, so it's gonna wanna. So if you wanna, let's say if it's not radiused enough, and you want to push it down, well, it's gonna spring back, more so than nickel silver fret wire. Even nickel silver fret wire will do that, but especially stainless steel fret wire. So yeah, so you don't want to buy pre-radius fret wire. So I feel that this one plate is good, all right? And now I'm going to start prepping the other one. So this is the one, and the X shows me that this is the already, flat side that I know is completely flat. This is the one I just prepped. So I'm going to glue it this way, not this way, right? I want to glue the X onto the dovetail joint. And obviously I'll shorten it, and it's too wide as well, right? So we'll do that as well. And now this, again, I'll put the X here. And let's do this. So for now, I'll just be accepting guitar necks, not bass, just because the packages are smaller. So yeah, I don't want to deal with packages that are bigger than, I guess, a mailing tube. But I can deal with mailing tubes. So there's a post office 1 block from here. I can just open a P.O. box there, and packages can be sent there, and then I can just go pick them up, or I'll send Dr. Fiya to pick them up. Hi.
Good.
So the customers would send a neck inside of a mailing tube. Next, they would receive a text message for a live stream of me opening the package and examining the neck, and then recommending a service. So they would have to go by my recommendation. Sometimes there might be options, right? But sometimes I would say, no, we cannot do a level crown and polish. You need a refret, right? And it's going fast. I wanted to say something. Yeah, so there would be like a sign-up form. So I'm working on the website now. So the website right now only has a coming soon page with a logo. I'm still working on the logo. But if you look at the logo, you'll see the idea behind it. And they would fill out the form, name, phone number, email address, mailing address, right? Where I should send back the thing, or I guess billing address, mailing address, and then a prepayment of, I guess, at least $100. And then when I'm done with the work, there would be a balance to be paid, right? So they need to pay the balance, and once they pay the balance, I guess I would send an invoice. They click on it, pay the balance. When the funds clear, I just put their own prepaid label back on the same mailing tube with the neck inside, obviously. And then Dr. Fiya just drops it off at the post office. Simple. And you see how she's nodding? Like she wants to do that. Right?
Yeah. Quick run.
I think she would be a great person to work with.
Yeah.
I've seen her work before. Just not refretting guitars, but I know her work ethics, which is why we're even talking. And, potentially I could have more people working here. I don't know.
Expand.
Depends how many necks we need to service.
True.
Today I turned down 3 customers because I have a lot of work, and also because I didn't feel they were the good candidates for me. Asking me too much about when, turnaround time. So whenever anyone contacts me, the first thing I do is I send them a PDF to read. On the PDF, there's only one thing highlighted in yellow. And the thing that's highlighted in yellow is this. On the PDF, I cannot commit to any turnaround times. And then I asked them, tell me if you agree with the policy, and then we'll, take it to the next step. And I'll tell you how many people agree with that, and then they actually don't agree, but they say that they agree. And I find out that they didn't really agree once they're already here, because of the questions that they're asking me. So now I have a 2-step verification if they agree. So after they agree to my PDF, which has, like I said, only one thing highlighted in yellow, which would indicate that's the most important thing on it, right? Hold on, I'll make some noise. So people say, yeah, I agree. And then my next message is a copy and paste message, right? That says, I want to make sure that you really fully agree with that part that says no turnaround time. I can read it to you. Where do I have this? Oh, no, that's someone else. Okay. So here, they agree. So, copy and paste messages. Due to some recent customer experiences, I now have this additional step of clarification in my best effort to avoid any misunderstandings. Kindly let me know if you fully agree with the part that I cannot commit to any turnaround times, or if you feel that it might become an issue if it takes longer than we hope to finish the work. I work alone and always have prior commitments, and often it is not humanly possible to get things done quickly, especially due to the level of service that I offer. Please let me know. And now, in this case, the answer was, I understand, as I read some posts. Having said that, I'm kindly asking you to give me a ballpark idea about timing. Are we talking about weeks or months? To me, 2 to 3 weeks would be a reasonable time for this particular guitar, blah, blah, blah. And I know that this is a reasonable question, but when, a lot of people then ask me, okay, so is it going to be 2 or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months? And I don't know. I honestly have no clue. First of all, I haven't even seen the guitar, right? And I don't want to look at it or evaluate the guitar until I get a payment. And I simply can't guess how much it will take for all the other prior commitments, which I haven't started working on yet, before I can start working on the guitar that you haven't brought in yet. that I haven't even looked at yet. And I just know that somebody else will call and they will just agree. And, you know, sometimes I get replies that say, oh, yeah, just take, as long as you want, I have plenty of other guitars and it really doesn't matter. See, that's the answer that makes me feel comfortable. But as soon as they start asking this, which again, I believe is really reasonable, right? It is just not the service that I offer. So, so I can't take that. I just can't take that commitment. And again, I emphasize, they are asking reasonable questions, but I don't have an infrastructure here or anything. And right now, Guitar Center in Manhattan, they have 5 techs. I heard through reliable sources that it takes right now over a month to get a setup done. So that's them with 5 technicians doing the best they can. And they don't do the kind of finessing that I do here. So, and on top of the guitars I work on, see this is a good technique. Look at that. See? Like that. Kind of shifting the pressure. And also we can do it diagonally this way, I guess. I haven't done it yet, but let me see, figure out that. And very little pressure. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Same thing here. So yeah, so if they can't do it quickly, I can't do it quickly. Also, the potential customers that I always turn down is those that tell me, I just want a setup. I don't need anything else. Because again, the PDF that I send out says that I'll be recommending the services, you know. Sometimes there might be options, sometimes not. But I'm not going to try to resolve something with a setup if I know that a guitar needs, I don't know, a nut job or fret work. Just because that's all they want. I just want the setup. Because my other guitar, you know, worked out fine with just the setup. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Okay, let me see. I think this one is still a little thicker. I made a few videos that show guitars that could not be set up. On the main channel. They needed more work. So I try to make people understand is that no, it is not a setup that you want. You want your guitar to work in a certain way. So that's different. So with the Frets by Mail service, I could also offer optional 3D scanning. Hold on. So in a 3D scan, you can see if so there's something about the FretLab Pro software that I'm not disclosing yet publicly, but it's easier to determine if it's better to do, for example, if it's better to do a level crown and polish, or if you need to do a refret and other things, right? So it's a great diagnostics tool. So with a frets by mail service, you know, I can look at the neck and I can recommend the service based on, you know, experience and what I see. Or you can also order a scan, a 3D scan, and then it's easier to see some things in the 3D scan and to take measurements. So I'll just give you one example, which isn't a critical example, but, you know. So here, I have radius gauges, and you can use them to determine what radius this is. So this is going to be a 14-inch radius. So this is it, and this is a 12-inch, for example. And then we have a 16-inch radius here. But this is a 14-inch radius. So now, you take this, let's say you take a 12-inch radius first. You place it here, and you can see that the feeler gauge wants to go through the middle. So this is a little thick, but if I take this one, I'll show you. Okay, so here we have this fingerboard. That's a 12-inch radius. And this is an onion skin thickness feeler gauge, okay, which is much thinner than this one I was using before. Put it like this, and you see that this goes through. So you know that this is a flatter fingerboard than this, which means it's a bigger radius, right? So the next one is this one, 14-inch. So let's check this one. And it doesn't go through the middle, but it goes a little bit on the two sides, you see? And obviously the 16-inch, which is even flatter, is going to even show more of this on the two sides. Okay, so this is supposed to be a 14-inch radius, but it's not exact. Now, do I even know if this tool is exact? I mean, not really. I don't know. But it is showing me that it's not a perfect match, you see? Maybe here it's a better match. Yeah, here it is. So why is this not, why is this more radius than this? Well, I think that it dried up in the like last hour or so, which is why I keep this like that, clamped. Okay, so you can get any kind of cupping on the back side, or maybe more curved. So when you do a neck reset, you really need to clamp it like this while it's sitting sitting outside of the guitar. So now, the 3D scanning software, FretLab Pro doesn't care if this isn't. So here, if you use these tools, now I don't have a 13-inch radius to see if it's 13-inch. I don't have a 13 and a half. I don't have a 12 and a half. I don't have a 12 and 3/4, etc. Right? But when you scan it, the software doesn't care if you don't have certain increments because it's not using these tools. It is just going to tell you what the radius is for every single fret, for every single space between the frets. So you can get a lot more information very quickly with the software. All right, let me put this away. Doctor, it's 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm on the 10th one from the bottom.
So we'll have time for your bass, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make time.
But I don't think we'll finish your bass today.
Okay.
You'll need more time, you know. You don't have
I'll save it for the next one then.
Huh?
I'll save it for the next day.
Yeah, it's up to you, you know.
Yeah.
I can stay late, but I know that
Yeah.
you're taking the subway and all that. So
Yeah. Gets a little risky at night.
yeah.
So.
Okay. So here, I just want to so you know what? Instead of X, I can put a B and a T. A B for bass. At the bass side, that's the treble side, B and T. I'm going to try to determine which one goes where. So I want to cut this off around here. Or actually I can mark it off like this. Just make sure it's marked off the same way on both sides, since I already put a pencil mark on this side. Yeah, and it's going to be this long. Let me see. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Like that. And here I'm going to put a B, okay, for bass, okay, bass side. Now this one is for the treble side. So I want to cut it off here. And then, oh, that's the bass side, treble side here. Yeah, this length doesn't need to be super precise, right? Somewhere around here. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. And here I put a T, treble side. So now I need to cut them. I can cut this very quickly in a woodworking shop, which is not what this is. But I guess we got time, so how many more frets you got? All this, yeah, we got time to cut. And like I said, we want to put this back here. like that. Oh, come on. Yes, so friends, how do you like the frets by mail idea? Oh, only 2 people are watching. Bummer, but it'd be good to know moving forward. Yeah, maybe I'll get lucky and it'll fit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's obviously possible. So the frets by mail is more like a business idea that I think would boost the income here a little bit. Because, you know, it's kind of very, almost like, I don't want to really say assembly line, but, yeah. I think you can understand this if things work out and, you know, it can grow. And if I need more people to work, and I might have to move to another space, yeah, it would work. Of course, everyone would need to be trained properly so that they deliver the level of service that is expected from this place. March 20th, a customer left this here and invited me to see him on stage on March 20th. I might go. It's a Friday, 7 p.m. Yeah, might. So how am I going to cut this? On a chopping board. All right, let's do it this way. I'm too old for this. Which is why I want Fiya to work here.
My youth.
And Oda.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. Fiya,
Oda.
Dr. Oda. Oh, I got to tell you how I came up with this trial by Fiya title.
Yeah.
So I was talking to a friend, actually a new friend, on the Lutalong. Lutalong is this 24/7 Zoom call that's always open, that I sometimes logged on to hang out with other luthiers and repair technicians. It's part of the Luth group. So if you check out the Luth group on Patreon, you can sign up for a membership, and then you'll have access to the Lutalong. And it's such a great group, unique. No one else in the world does that. So Ian Devlin is the guy that runs this thing, and I literally talk to people from all over the world as we work, right? So I even have, like I said, this friend in Australia, which is the guy that gave me the idea for the frets by mail. And I'll explain how he gave me the idea. But first, let me explain about trial by Fiya. So, so I was talking to a new friend who actually happened to say, "Oh, I know you, Guitar Quacker." Yeah. Yeah. So, um, so let me show you what I'm doing as well. Um, well, actually, I need one more of those. Sorry. So, yeah, I was introduced to this new friend and new member, and then I was just saying, that I started training someone, and I didn't mention that her name was Fiya, but I said someone, and that she's doing a refret on a customer's guitar, which is what she's doing right now. And I was going to show you this, right? So here are the two pieces. This piece is against this one, and this is a 90-degree angle. And I put it like this, and I'm just going to cut it. It's thin. I can cut through a few times like that. So I said, yeah, she's doing a refret. She's in training. And then the guy said, oh, she's training on a customer's guitar. I said, yeah, but it's full disclosure. The customer knows. And he said, yeah, trial by fire. And I didn't quite hear that, right? And I thought I didn't hear the part that he said trial by. I just heard fire, that he said Fiya. And I said, I'm sorry, what did you say? Because I didn't tell him that her name was Fiya. And he said, no, he said, yeah, trial by fire, right? Because you're like, training her on a customer's guitar. And I said, you know what? I thought I heard you say Fiya, and that's actually her name. And I said, that's a great title for our mini series here, Trial by Fire. And so that's how it came to be. Yeah. So here, I cut about halfway through on this side, and now I'm just transferring a little mark here. And this is going to be a 90-degree situation here, right? So now, my friend in Australia, who is on the lute, hangs out on the lute along, we were talking about plec machines. So his name is Dr. Josh. And he said, yeah, a friend of mine bought 2 plec machines, because I was saying, so if you buy a plec machine, how long does it take to pay that off? I mean, any business expense, if it isn't paid off in at least 3 years, 2 to 3 years, it's not a good investment, right? It's a bad investment. And he said, yeah, my friend bought 2 of them. I said, what? So then he explained that he started doing plec services on bolt-on necks when he figured out that it fits in a mailing tube. And I started thinking, and his service obviously is not called frets by mail, but he's doing plec work on necks that people send to him. So that really got me thinking. I just couldn't get it out of my mind. And somehow the title, the name of the business, frets by mail, just came to me. And like I said, I registered the domain name right away, because I pretty much knew that I would give it a shot. So, yeah. So, thanks to Dr. Josh in Australia, I came up with this idea, which is almost the same as what his friend is doing with the Plek machine. Same but different. And it does make sense because I recently posted a survey on the community page of Guitar Quacker on YouTube, and I asked the public if they would prefer to have their fret work done by a Plek machine or by hand, or if they don't care. Last time I checked, those in favor of the Plek machine were around, well, it was fluctuating between 13 to 18% of people who participated in the survey. So the majority of people actually said that they would prefer the work to be done by hand, by a luthier. So if this guy is doing Plek, by mail, although he doesn't call his business that way, right? And I do level, crown, and polish by hand, by mail. It appears that the hand, I don't want to say hand job, but the work done by hand is what would appeal to more people. Seems that way. Yeah. I will try, and if it fails, it didn't cost me much to try. Yeah, so now I transfer this with the blade. I don't really need to do it on both sides, but let's do it on both sides. And so I can see it better, I just mark it off with a pencil. Okay. A little more. Okay, that's that. Okay, and now this one. So yeah, so how do you guys like the idea? Frets by mail. I think it's a good domain, the good name, right?
Okay, doctor, I think I'm done.
You're done?
Yes.
So let me just finish this. This is just another minute.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we do this, doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Let me have the frets.
Gotcha.
Let's put the guitar away first. So you still need the glove?
No, I don't. Let me move all the pieces off.
What pieces?
If there are any.
Oh, there's nothing on the guitar. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So let me have this. Hold on a second.
Yep.
Because, the customer's watching. When I bang up people's guitars, it doesn't happen on a, live stream. It happens behind closed doors. But now we're streaming. So where's the guitar case?
Guitar case is over there.
Oh, okay. So is it open? Unlocked?
No, I have to unlock one.
Okay.
But here.
Yeah, just put it on the floor because we have
Okay.
these pieces here.
Oh, sorry. Is there another? There it is.
Okay, let's put the guitar inside,
Mm-hmm.
and you can lock the case, and then we'll clean up, and then we'll work on your bass.
Gotcha.
So, Doctor, what I think we should do.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me charge this battery. Yeah, you can just leave it there. So I'll take this and I'll take this. And by the time you clean up, I'll finish this.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Oh, yeah, and this.
Gotcha. And then
Where I put this? Oh, here it is.
where I dump it is in this string
Huh?
bin. I dump the metal pieces in that string.
You could, yeah.
Okay.
Or in the garbage, doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
I mean, technically we want to recycle it, but,
Yeah.
you know, it's what, half a gram of metal? Half a milligram of metal.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
So how do you like this tool, Doctor?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's very precise.
A very nice tool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what am I doing? So next on the menu is
Dump it over here.
fret and dressing, right? Is that what we're doing, Doctor?
Yes, doctor.
On your bass?
Yes. Do any trash can will do?
Huh?
Any trash can will do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just put it here. I need to empty it. Yeah, great. Okay, and if you just roll it up so that the gloss, the shiny side is outside, on the outside.
All right, great.
Okay, so this is a live stream with 3 projects in one. Now, technically, the thumbnail doesn't mention. And Doctor, do you know what I'm doing here? The neck reset?
No.
You don't know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. So we are resetting the neck on a Martin guitar, which means we're changing the neck angle against the body. And I can't get into it right now, but, you know, if you're interested, we can talk about that one day, and you can even help me if you want.
Gotcha.
So these are shims that I am making for the neck joint. And they're made out of hardwood, maple. That's the best wood choice for these shims. Although the neck is made of mahogany, and the neck block, the inside of the guitar, is also mahogany, which it shouldn't be. It should be willow.
Why willow?
Why willow? I forgot. I gotta refresh my memory. But willow is the best wood for that neck block. But you won't find that on a Martin, because Martin is just a factory. But you will find that on luthier-made guitars, because luthiers are, you know, you know, for the luthier, you know, for most luthiers, what they do is just a labor of love, you know, so they want the best, you know.
Yeah.
It's, you know, their legacy. Every guitar they make is, you know, their signatures in it. Okay. So anyway, these two plates, they go here for now. We'll continue that some other time. So now, where is your bass?
Right here.
And I can put this back here. Make sure you don't. Okay, so one thing I want to show you, Doctor, is a bass. Always carry it. I want to tell them as well. Always carry it like this. Like this, and close to the headstock.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because there's too much weight at the bottom, so it needs to be supported or something. Mess with it.
No.
Okay.
Let's say if you carry it like this, right? So, you know, it's safe. But let's say now I want to walk out here. Look what happens.
Too tall. Yes. Yeah.
So, if you carry it like this, you are more aware of its extremities, right? Is that the word? So this is not gonna go against anything because I know where my hand is, and I can really pay attention to where the headstock is.
Makes sense.
But this is risky. You can bang it around.
Gotcha.
Bang it up. And then so again, that's a good habit, right? So again, when you work on customers' guitars, it's a really bad, stressful experience if you damage a customer's guitar. You don't know, how they're gonna react.
True.
Some people don't care, but some people are really picky. Okay, so surprise, it's a Fender and the frets were sharp. Now they're not sharp anymore because I already filed the fret ends with this file. This is the type of file that is, used in all guitar shops to just hit the protrusions, right? But that results in, kind of a little sharpness. Nothing crazy, but, a little sharpness like this. I'll show this through the microscope. All right, so here we're focusing on this. Okay, so we can see that this is a little bit, there's a, a little sharp edge here, right? So I didn't do anything to it. I just filed down this surface, and now we have this little corner. Now, the other thing that we see is this really bad way of installing frets on the maple fingerboard with the finish sprayed over the frets. And now we have the finish on the side of the fret crowns. And that's bad. That's a bad system. Look at that. You see how much finish there is? So we actually can't polish these frets fully. We can only polish this exposed surface here. And you have finish here, also here on this side. And you see how thick the finish is there. Okay, this is like an accumulation. Now, I don't know what this line is like this. Let me see. It doesn't seem like there's finish on this side. but there is finish on this side. And I think I know why. Let me check this one. Okay, so here we definitely see finish on this side. Let's look at the fret end right there. You can see how it's chipping off. Right? Now there is finish on this side as well, but less. And what I think, why is that? I wonder if after they spray it, so the tuning machines aren't on when they spray the neck, right? So I think that maybe they hook it onto something. They hang it. Let me show you. This is a fender neck, but this is dark wood. This isn't sprayed, right? So I wonder if after they spray it, they just have these hooks. They put the necks like this, and then you have an accumulation of finish on this side of the frets. You see?
Yeah.
Because it looks thicker on the north side, south, right? Than on the south side. But there's still finish on the south side of the frets.
Okay.
I wonder. Just circumstantial evidence. Now this neck is, I don't know, bad in some ways. I can't remember what. Something wrong with it. That's that. So now I was hoping to teach you two things. You know, how to do the fret ends, and also how to polish the frets to a mirror shine. But you can't really polish them to a mirror shine when there's all this thick finish on the sides of the frets.
Yeah.
You can polish the tops and that's it. Or you can remove the finish from the sides. That's a lot of work. And what could possibly go wrong, right? I mean, quite a few things, right?
Yeah.
So you don't wanna be making an incision and cutting this off, because this finish is also holding the frets. But there's a way to file it down from the sides. But we might want to do this one day, but not tonight. All right. So now, you want to remove the strings?
Yes.
So have you ever used this?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Oh, that one. These big tuners. Wait. So this.
No, this is made for these as well. Yeah. Okay. Because you got to learn to do everything. So this brings me to the point with the service frets by mail, and I already thought of that, obviously, because I've seen these necks before. It would have to be really explained to customers before they send in a neck that polishing the frets on a neck like this is not the same job as polishing the frets on a neck like this. And a lot of bolt-on necks are like this one. So, yeah, so there's a couple of ways of dealing with this. One is you can actually file down the finish from the sides. It's a lot of work. And if someone wants to finance this project, I'll do it, obviously. But it needs to be financed. I need to be compensated for my time.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so hold on, let me put this back right here for now. All right, so now when I work on something like this, there's a few options here. One option is to remove the entire bridge. So you don't want to be pulling the strings out, and then you would need to deal with this, right? it's much easier to just remove the whole bridge. We can also just remove the neck, but I kind of like to keep the neck on the body for part of the work that we'll be doing. So let's just remove the bridge.
Okay.
Now, when you use a power tool on a guitar, first you want to make sure that these actually turn. So you want to use a screwdriver and just do like a half a turn or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, so you always want to hold the screwdriver at the tip
Yeah.
and
so
here,
what's
right?
great
So
for-
let me just show you on one,
Mhm.
right? So you place it here, and you see I'm holding it here, and I'm only turning it with this. So I'm not holding it here. I'm actually holding it here,
Mhm.
and I use the handle just to turn it,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Go ahead. And closer to the tip. Hold it closer to the tip, yeah.
Okay. Wait.
And one more, yeah. So did any of them feel like they didn't want to turn?
No.
Okay. And now we have, so here at the shop, I have 2 of these tips.
Yes.
You always need to use the one that actually fits. I think this one fits in these. You see that? But this one doesn't. Right? Kind of fits, but it's going to strip the screw heads. But this one is too small for these. So you see how it's wobbling?
Yes.
But this one fits perfectly. You see that? So this is the one we want to use for this.
Okay.
And let me explain this machine. There's a torque setting. 1 is the lowest torque setting. Then maximum is 17. And then here is for drilling. So let me explain this. So I'll do it this time.
Okay.
So we put this here. And this is reverse and this is forward, right?
Yes.
And you see I'm holding the chuck. This is called the chuck. Holding it. And listen to this. You hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't want to spin when I'm holding it because I'm on the lowest torque setting. If I put it on a higher torque setting like 9 instead of 1, I need to, I can feel that, you know, it wants to tighten more. So for unscrewing, so for screwing, you always want to be on 1. But you might not have enough torque to pull the screws out on 1, so just put it on like around here. And let me pull this one screw out. So you wanna go reverse.
Yes.
You see that? And again, you want to have a finger close to the screw head. And I'm also protecting the finish here. You see that? Both things, right? And that's it, right? So now I want to see you do it. So this is already in reverse. Right. So that was just this one example where it was close to there, right? But no, you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly.
So you got to push down. So hold on. I'm going to let go. So push it down. Yeah. As you're unscrewing. You don't want to be skipping.
So strip
So this has 2 speeds. Now it's on the low speed, but you want to be able to do this like really slow, you see?
Yeah.
Instead of this.
Okay.
So try this first. No. Slow. Right. See? So you want to be able to control your speed. All right, so go ahead. And if you strip the screw, I got replacement screws. You see how you're skipping?
Yeah.
Because you're not pushing down enough. So you might want to, with this hand, push down a little faster. And stop, because now it's going to just, you know, fall off, right?
Yes.
So just to clarify something, I was using my thumb here close to the finish because it was right at the edge of the bridge.
Yeah.
But for this one, you don't really need to do that if you feel that you can't push with just one hand, just use your other hand to push it down a little bit as you're unscrewing, right?
Yeah.
But on this one, you're going to want to put your finger there because, again, it's very close to the edge of the bridge. And to be honest, I'll unscrew this one for you.
Gotcha.
Practice on these 2 screws. Exactly, it's got to be seated. Yeah. See, when it skips, that means you're not pushing down enough.
That or not?
A little more. And when you feel that it's at its tip, just remove it. But I think you need to unscrew it a little more, right? So I got to unscrew it a little more. Okay. And we got 2 left, but I'll do the last one because you need a little more practice with this. See, on this one you haven't skipped, so now you are developing the feel for how much you need to push, okay? And again, doctor, because this one is close to the edge, I don't want you to damage the finish of your base. I will do this one. And you see how my hand is here? Okay, like that. And now we just remove this bridge. And you can place it right there outside. So the strings are not in the way anymore. It's a Mexican bass, right? Mexican Fender?
Yes.
Okay. So we won't use this. You know, obviously, that I already did this, like I explained. And now we are going to, so let's put the screws here. Let me see if I need to charge my phone or my watch. You good? Your watch is charged?
Yes.
You need to charge it?
No,
And
that's
your
pretty
phone?
good. Yeah.
Oh, 11:11 it says?
Yeah.
Look at that. I'll show you this. Like 11:11, take a picture. So look at my pictures here. Lately, I took a lot of them. Even today, I took a picture. 11:11 a.m.
Yeah.
And
Quite a time.
yeah, quite a coincidence, right? And okay, so this is 11:11 p.m.
Yeah.
February 28th, and this is 11:11 a.m. February 28th. But go back here to, I guess it was a couple of days ago. Where are those? Did I delete them? Hold on. This. Oh, this one. Oh, and this one. Look at that.
Yeah.
5:55 and 4:44.
I'll call it 444 today.
And this was when? February 26th. And this was also February 26th. And I think there were more. I took pictures. Whatever. Oh, this one? Oh, no, this is something else.
Oh, yeah, emergency.
I took a picture of that warning.
Yeah, it scared me.
Okay, whatever. Interesting. So, so the file we'll be using.
Yes.
The Fiya we'll be using. She's on fire.
Yeah.
All right, look at this. These files. This is the one.
Okay.
This is the Fret Guru Ultimate Fret and Dressing File. I think that's what they call it. Now, you know what? Let's put these strings away. Put your bass over there.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Careful here. This corner. This corner. Yeah.
And then
There you
the
go.
neck plate.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't need a neck rest, right?
Okay.
It's just like that. Okay. So I want to show you on this one. So this neck is different because it's a rosewood neck. I think it's rosewood, whatever. Dark wood. And may I have, hold on a second, is it
Yes.
here? Yeah, here, this. We'll just put it like that. Okay. All right. Check this out.
Mhm.
So first of all, this file, let me show you. So, yeah, right here. It says Fret Guru file. So this is the safe corner, and this is the safe corner. And this is the other side of the file. You see?
Yes.
Sharp corner here. So, on a rosewood neck that doesn't have finish over the frets, after you file the fret ends, now I didn't work on these or anything, this is something else, you end up with these two sharp corners. So you use this side of the file with the sharp corners, like that, and you see how it's flat against the fingerboard,
Yes.
and you would just knock this corner like that. See that?
Mhm.
That's it. No more than that. And on the other side, same thing. You would just knock this corner down a little bit. That's just that little corner. But now, so that's with the flat surface of the file. See how it's machined flat? Okay. But now you turn it around and you use the safe edge, safe corners, right? To do this. So you, let me zoom out a little bit. So like that. You put your finger here and you just go like this. You see that? Okay. And now you basically round off this edge. Okay? And obviously you need to do the same from the other side, like that. But you don't do one fret at a time. The way you work more efficiently is you do one side, tap, 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 and then you shift your body to the other side and do the other side, right? So I wanted to show you the two sides of this file on this neck. Now, because you have this blob of finish right there, you cannot access the tip of the fret, the corner, right? So we are only going to be using the safe corners, right?
Yes.
To round off the edges of the crown, of the crowns. Okay, so we don't need this. Now, bring your base. Yeah. So always move slower with guitars in your hands. It's like here with the body of the guitar, you almost knocked this sign. So again, I'm not worried about the sign. It's just about the guitar, and especially if it's the customer's guitar, you know, you gotta move slowly, and especially around the microscope here, etc. Okay, so let me show you what we'll be doing here. You will be doing. Okay, so with the side that says Fret Guru, right? That's the safe corner.
Yes.
You're gonna start. You're right-handed, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna start on this side, and just put your, you know, kind of like this, so that you don't skid over. And just like that. Okay. And that's it. And then same thing here. Don't push hard.
Yeah.
Don't push hard on the material. Just, you know, a little bit like this. Now, honestly, I do it like with one stroke from beginning to end, but that's something you will develop with time. So the way that I would like you to do it now, at your current skill level, is just like this. So do like a 1 inch. See, like this, and you see how you're holding this?
Yeah.
with the finger on top here so that you have more control over it. And don't push hard. So now let me see you do the 4th fret. Yeah, you see the fret guru needs to be down, right? And round it off all the way to, hold on, to the top of the crown, like that, you see?
Yes.
Right? Like almost like you want to go all the way around.
Okay.
Go ahead. And because you're not pushing hard, even if you go a few times, it's not going to really cut too deep.
Gotcha.
Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to just reposition this camera up here. So that people can see what you're doing. So you see, I can see, right, that you haven't done this before, right? Just by the way you handle the tools. But, you know, that's all good, right? I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying. Yeah, and also always check, you know, in this direction. So in this direction here, it's still kind of sharp, right? Because you haven't touched this one, but we're doing the other side first, the south side. Yeah, you just did this one, right?
Just a little sharp.
Yeah. And again, if you didn't have this spray over frets, you know, we would be doing the little corners first. But we can't, because we can't access them. So, the guitar that Dr. Fiya was working on, I was, you know this, I told you, right? I was going to have someone else work on it.
Yeah.
Right, but one person moved out of town, so I didn't hear back from the other people. And then you expressed interest. I was like, maybe you should be the one doing it. But those other people were, I was going to charge them because they just wanted training. But with Fiya, it's different because we are trying to figure out if she should be working here. Hold on a second. My phone is ringing. I'm just gonna text back. Yeah, you're doing well. They weren't, you know, too sharp. So now, let me grab the screwdriver.
Yes.
Just move it away from here. We are going to just push the bass a little bit further in. And now you're going to have to stand here, and let me have the file. And like this, so Again, the fret guru needs to be facing the fingerboard. So I find that because I'm right-handed like you, right? I wouldn't be putting my hand here and doing this way. Have like this. It's like you gotta guide this with your fingers like this.
Okay.
You see? And again, don't push hard, because if you push hard and you slip, you're gonna damage the finish. But you see how good this is already, right? Okay. Now this neck rest also has this size, so you have a little more clearance. You can move it this way until you reach this fret, and then you can move it this way to continue, right?
Gotcha.
So let's move it this way. And let me see you do it.
Okay.
So you know why? Because I am taller than you are. I'm just noticing something. Let me just do this for you. So hold on a second. Try to figure out what works for you. Let's see if this works better for you. Yeah?
That works. Thank you.
Okay, so you can just continue doing this, and I am just going to check. Well, I didn't get a reply. Is it difficult? No?
Not at all.
Okay. So, careful behind you. There's this cable.
Gotcha.
Okay. So make sure you don't step backwards. Make sure, right? So you'll find this interesting.
Yeah. Really cool.
So you see, you are developing a slightly different grip with your left hand than with your left hand, which is fine. You know, do what works for you. I actually like how you are guiding the file through the opening of your finger there, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Now, at one point, you're going to have to be careful not to hit your horn here,
Gotcha.
right? I'm going to move the camera away now. So I'm just adjusting the headstock here so it doesn't fall.
Gotcha.
And I am also texting. I'm multitasking here. Oh, this is the wrong camera. Okay. Here. I guess that's not the right angle here. Bye. So now that you're very close to the guitar body, you know, I mean, you know that you need to be just extra careful.
Yes.
You can do shorter strokes.
Okay.
So 2 half-inch strokes equal one 1-inch stroke, right? So you wanted to leave at what time? Tell me again.
11. I would have to go soon.
11-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. So we won't finish everything today. We'll finish both sides with the file, but there's more to be done. I'd rather do it slowly, not rushed.
Yeah.
You already learned a new skill today, which this is significant. You know, this is like big deal that you know how to do this. They look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look really good. All right, so now we need to flip it. All right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Careful the microscope and the guitar body. So you won't be able to file the fret here.
Yeah.
So the way I did it was just like that.
Okay.
You see? That's that. And now obviously here you have a larger portion that
needs to be
you know
careful.
you need to be careful over the body of the guitar, and you know the rest is the same.
Gotcha.
So you want to start with the south side or with the north side?
North side.
Okay. Oh, from the first fret? Yeah,
Yes.
it's okay. No.
Oh, yes, sir.
No. We did this side.
We did? I thought we did.
Yeah, because we flipped it over.
Ah, okay.
That's why we flipped it,
right?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Take your time. So I already talked to Dr. Fiya. I'm gonna give her a few guitars that I was gonna use for guitar giveaways, and she can practice these skills. And then when I say I'm gonna give her, that's what I mean. Give to her, like give her the guitars, and then she can work on them with me here, and then she can sell the guitars. So this way, she'll get paid for the work, because I'm not paying her to teach her, but I'll give you guitars.
Thank you.
Yeah, the guitar giveaways have been I don't know. So again, be careful with the horn here, right?
Yeah.
It is always a good idea to protect it, especially if you feel that you're not, certain yet of your skills. So next time, Doctor, next time you come, we will be sanding off the fret ends, just, because the file leaves tool marks.
Yeah.
So we'll sand that off, and then we are going to also polish the frets.
Gotcha.
I'm tired. I want to make a video for YouTube. A new video for the YouTube channel, for the main channel. I recorded quite a few guitars. I think the next one will be the same guitar that was already featured on the main channel, the Martin X series guitar that dried up. But I fixed it. It took a long time. It's still here, actually. I don't want to give the guitar back to the customer until he buys the right humidifier. I told him that. And I sent him a link to the actual product. And I said, that's what you buy. And when you have it in your hands, text me. And then you will be allowed to pick up your guitar. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the Martin X series guitar was made out of HPL, high pressure laminate, which is the same material used for countertops called Formica. Formica is the trade name. Trademark name, trade name, yeah, brand name. But the material is called HPL, or high pressure laminate. I'm tired. Oh, let me check my Instagram. Oh, you know what? We can record on Instagram.
Yeah.
Why not? Where's the mic? And I don't want to announce the Frets by Mail yet on Instagram. Not just yet, but I will kind of hint at something. And I don't know yet what I'll be saying. All right. 1, 2 testing. Okay, cool. Oh, check this out. It's not me working. It's Dr. Fiya. She's in training, and she was working on this guitar before. Where is it? Oh, you put it over there. Okay. It was a customer's Les Paul guitar. She was, well, she's refretting it as we speak. First time refretting. First time working on guitars, except the few headstocks that you helped me glue together. So, yeah, you might be seeing more of Fiya here at Guitar Quackery. Now, Guitar Quackery is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City. Here's the neon sign, which is off because it's late. But we have a new business model in mind, and I don't want to announce it yet. It's too soon, but it's going to be interesting. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to the Guitar Quackery YouTube channel. Now this is happening live here. Check out the monitor. You see this? See this, right? So we are live streaming as we speak, as I'm recording this. And you could have been watching, but I guess most of you weren't, because I have a very small audience right now. And here's Dr. Fiya. Yeah. And look, check this out. She's wearing the Guitar Quackery t-shirt. Yeah, she's on the team.
Yeah.
All right, friends, I'll talk to you soon. All right. So this was for, this is more than a minute, right? So I'll post 1 minute and and 50 seconds. 50 seconds. I'll post this as a reel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you say for this?
Let me see. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this file goes here. Right there. Exactly. And what I like to do is with this brush, just brush it off. And I am going to vacuum the workbench.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So now, Doctor, let's put the strings back on.
Okay.
Okay. Like that. So here's the screwdriver.
Yes.
And what you want to do with wood screws is something that I've talked about many times on this channel. So the way that they install wood screws is they drill a hole that's smaller than the outer diameter of the screw, and then these threads will cut into the wood. So now you actually have threads inside of this hole.
Yes.
Now, for these bridge screws, what I'm about to explain isn't that critical, but it is more critical for the neck joint, okay?
Yes.
So what we want to do is want to align it like this. And now clockwise is tightening, right?
Yes.
But you want to push down and go counterclockwise until... did you hear that click? Yeah. And now, because we pushed it down, it clicked right into that thread, internal thread. So again, I'm just pushing down lightly. And I actually think that it clicked just now. But did you hear that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now you're not cutting new threads, right? And these two, I am going to use the power tool. So we wanna put it on the smallest torque.
Yeah.
And you see where I put the thumb here. So now here we reverse this from reverse to going forward, right? And again, slowly. And I'm pushing down with the machine. And we don't want to tighten it. You see that? We want to tighten it by hand.
Yes.
But we have this torque setting in case we don't stop the machine.
Inside.
Yes, it'll just use the torque to tighten it to a certain torque. So I'm going to do that now so you can see what happens. You see that?
Yeah.
So technically you could tighten it like that, but so let me do it on this one as well. You see?
Yes.
And now both of them are tightened to that torque, but I don't really use this like that. I use it more like a safety feature. So I don't want to tighten it like that. But if I don't stop it on time, it'll just alert me that it's it.
Gotcha.
So now on the bridge plate, it would actually be okay to do it that way, but we don't want to do that on plastics.
Yeah, because it could crack.
Because even the smallest torque can actually fracture the plastic because it can over tighten a little bit into the plastic. All right, so now I want you to develop this feel. So go like this.
Yeah.
And again, you want to hold the screwdriver at the tip and push it down as you're turning it counterclockwise. And you are going to feel when it hits the thread, the internal thread. That was it?
It was just squeak. Was that the?
Uh-huh. Okay. I don't know.
Not yet.
So you need to hold the screw straight up. Otherwise, you're not going to feel that. And you don't need to push it down too hard, just a little light push. And I think that you probably now stripped it, so you can no longer feel that, because
Okay.
you were pushing it maybe a little too hard, and also you turned it too many times.
Gotcha.
So, just start tightening the screw, just a couple of turns. Okay. Machine. Make sure it's aligning with the screw, same axis, right? Otherwise, the machine can slip. Yeah, that's it. I heard that little click. Now, those are just subtleties that I know a lot of people don't do. Yeah, do this one as well.
Okay.
And then you'll just tighten all of them. And like I said, it's not that critical on these bridge screws, but on the neck, I always want to do that because the neck is, well, an expensive part of the guitar.
Yeah, I did that.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So hold on. You really want it to be straight down on the screw, yeah? You can go deeper than that. A little deeper. Okay, stop it right there. And now even this one, go deeper. And you are going to just tighten by hand. That's it, okay? So you see how it's skipping a little bit, right? So often when you skip like this, you can damage the screw. If you see that it's damaged, do not tighten the screw. We want to remove it and put another one.
Okay, so I won't strip it too bad.
Right? So it isn't damaged. You can tighten them by hand now.
Okay.
No, not like that. Hold it at the tip. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you're good, right?
Okay. Wait, did you already do this?
Well, we did this with the machine, right?
Yeah.
So now you just put the strings back. All right. Well, Dr. Slam is back. Or maybe you never went away. I don't know. At one point, we had one viewer. Now we have 3 viewers. It's not a very popular channel, but you know that I'm just using this for like customers to watch. Okay. Now you wanna do this.
Yeah, make sure it won't overlap.
Look, hold the string away from the nut slot, right?
Okay.
You see like this?
Yeah.
3 fingers, 1 finger like that, kind of pushing down. Excuse me. And now you are not damaging your string slot, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so like that, and then you can finish off. So you gotta wrap it properly. Too many wraps. At Fender, they just whatever. Depends who works there. But we can take care of this next time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, yeah. Your job, not my job. See, I keep forgetting. Ah, kids. I'm too old for this. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 50 minutes and 35 seconds. It's tricky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to figure it out. So look,
Yeah.
Fiya. Look, like that.
Mm.
You go under, and look what I'm doing now. I'm
Okay.
pulling it,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So you see like this,
Mhm.
away from the nut. Okay, go ahead. Put this there, and now grab this. No.
Oh,
You got to
sorry.
be able to do this with your left,
Mm.
like that. Push down. Yeah. So with the pinky, you pull up, and with the index finger, you push down. And you don't want to kink the string either, right?
Mm.
It's got to just be tight enough. And this has 2 ways of fitting. Oh no, this one has only 1 way of fitting. Okay, there's different types. Okay. Maybe you'll find this one easier to maneuver, handle. What do you feel? A little bit?
About the same. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, come over here. Look
Yep.
at this. No.
All right, went over.
You see? Yeah, exactly. See, I normally, if I restring like this, if I put this, I cut them shorter, but we'll talk about this next time. Those strings are slightly too long, too many wraps around the tuning post. So how many trains do you have to take?
Just
here?
one, but it becomes local at night, so it's
Did
a
you
lot of
s-
stops.
Oh, it's just local, okay.
Mm.
I think I asked you, right? You don't have a bike, right?
No, not here.
And your sister's at home now?
Yeah, she should be, most likely. Mm.
Tell me again, younger sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just a few years, just 2 years younger.
2 years.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you could do it that way too. I wouldn't, I wouldn't push it against the finish,
Uh-huh.
Especially not against the logo,
Gotcha.
because you'll be working on some guitars that have a fender that have this logo that can get damaged.
Like the sticker one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those are going to be the expensive ones.
Ah.
Vintage, reissue or vintage or whatever.
Mm.
So you want to, not touch that logo. Okay, you want to tune it?
Yes. Where would your tuner be?
Huh?
Do you have your tuner, or should I grab mine?
Yeah, here's the tuner.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know how to tune with the tuner fork.
You can use the tuner. Okay, kids, we're about to wrap it up because Dr. Fiya needs to, and I need to go as well. Let me do a short story, Instagram. Oh, life is complicated. This is Dr. Fiya right there. All right, so we're wrapping it up. It's already midnight, is it?
Yes.
What time is it?
It is 11:54.
11:54 p.m. And we did a lot of work today. So stay tuned, kids. There will be interesting things happening here at Guitar Quackery.
Mhm.
All right? I'll post this right away. Okay, that's a story. Let me see how many views our story had. 30 views, only 30. Okay, because it's at night.
Yeah.
Oh, did you send a link to this live stream to your friends and family?
To my sister. She watched it with me.
Oh, yeah, she did? She watched the whole thing?
No, not the whole thing.
Yeah, it's long. All right. So, no story. This is Dr. Fiya. Okay, that's good. This is Dr. Fiya. Oh, did you register the Buy Me a Coffee thing?
I downloaded the app. I didn't finish registering.
Okay, because next time I'll put your Buy Me a Coffee link so people can buy you a coffee. This time I'll put mine.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where are we? Gotta copy and paste that link. All right. So, kids, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I like the company, the few of you. Let me see. Buy me a coffee. Okay. Because look, see here I put this link. Okay, that's my link. And now here. I copy and paste the words, buy me a coffee, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do capital M. And done. And now there's this link here. And every now and then someone clicks on it.
Yeah.
Right? Just
Cool.
doesn't cost me anything to put it there.
Yeah.
And here we post the story.
Cool.
So next time, if you have your link, I mean your Buy Me a Coffee thing set up,
Yeah.
we'll link it to you.
Gotcha.
And we'll say, buy Fiya coffee.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's make sure it posted correctly. That's it?
Yep.
In tune?
Mm-hmm.
See, now this is playing. All done?
Yeah. All done.
Okay, cool. All right.
Cool.
So let's put this here.
Yep.
I think we should wrap it up now. Oh, 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 39 seconds.
Yeah.
So let's make it an even 3 hours.
Okay.
So we got about 10 seconds left, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, 3 hours. Okay. Okay, kids. Thank you very much for joining this live stream tonight. So in a week from now, unless something happens, Dr. Fiya will be here. Oh, you said Thursdays might work for you as well?
Maybe they're hit or miss most of the
So
times.
not this. Oh,
Not this Thursday.
no, because Dr. Oda wanted to come on the Thursday. But I don't know if you said this Thursday or some other. So just let me know, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't have both of you here.
Gotcha.
I can't handle two people at the same time. So, yeah, that's that. Okay, kids, I'll talk to you soon.